Hi there. Welcome to Blog 84. It's like the show that counts for April 30th or June 30th, but it's not. It's only about June 15th because I'm about 16 days ahead now. I don't really think that matters anymore because I'm only going to the end of July. I think I'm gonna switch over. Then I'm gonna do another show called Practicing Walking. But practicing talking is important. Just flopping your gums and make noises. Because really, I was sat in silence there for years writing books. It's probably a bad thing to do. Better to speak and see if it works. So today's a kind of a Friday show. Yesterday was reading, and the reading thing is working out kind of cool because I'm putting those stories on my webpage. So all the stories that had several installations, you go to my bottom VRHotwires.com and you go down that page, the front page, about 3/4 of the way, and it says Video Blog by Bill Meikle. And then you go to that page, that'll show you like 83 episodes, and under at the bottom of that is stories. And I think I have 4 up now so far, but I probably do 5 and 6. I mean, stories that are too long aren't very good though. Like all my stories are too long. I started on a few novels and they're not gonna get finished. I need to look through and find short stuff. Anyway, today's kind of the Friday idealism show because yesterday's reading, and I've been doing research for full day. I wanted to point out that it's actually quite excellent. Yesterday I was in a good mood all day because of all the weird videos I found. I mean, here I'll show you some.
A group of international scientists, which has based itself in outback South Australia, has devised a system of growing crops which doesn't rely one bit on that diminishing freshwater supply. And as Prue Adams reports, they're now ready to take their groundbreaking technology to the world.
A state-of-the-art greenhouse. It's powered by the sun and relies only on salt water as a basis for irrigation.
This setup is unique. Nobody has done what we're doing before, and to our knowledge, nobody has done something even similar.
It consists of concave mirrors.
That might explain why Philip Saumweber has been able to assemble a United Nations of water and engineering experts here on the outskirts of Port Augusta.
What we were really looking for when we built this team is people who had a passion for changing the way agriculture is done. Rather than lamenting about all the problems in agriculture and the water scarcity and the energy security issues, we wanted a team that was passionate about solving problems and coming up with solutions.
And then there's David Pratt, who hails from Canada and whose expertise is in greenhouse management.
Coming from Ontario, Canada, we don't know what water scarcity is. There's parts of Canada that you don't even pay for water because it's included in your taxes. And, you know, coming here to Port Augusta to a dry, arid area, that with water is an extremely important topic and a very scarce resource. And it's quite enlightening for me.
For years, people have wondered how to make the world's barren places grow and how to use natural resources to make something out of nothing. We wondered too. Then we made it happen. We use the sun's warmth to take the salt out of seawater and bring heat, cooling and power to our growers so that we can produce delicious fruits and vegetables. Nobody has ever done this before.
So here we have the solar mirrors.
It all begins with a 70-metre-long stretch of solar panels.
This is where we collect all.
I called this show Things That Put Me in a Good Mood, because really, I like Sundrop Farms. It's a cool idea. Like, I'm always ranting about wells for the dry places, but solar desalination makes more sense, kind of. It's like bringing the sea level down right now is kind of good. If we use salt water up, use it a bit, then the sea level might go down a bit. That'd be good. And, well, it all started by looking at Elon Musk. Let's look at his thing first.
SpaceX plans to launch thousands of internet satellites in order to provide high-speed internet coverage worldwide. The system is designed to provide broadband and communication services for private and professional users worldwide.
I might have got the year wrong with 2018. It might be more 2019. But definitely in the next 2 or 3 years, we're looking at super fast internet for everybody. It's weird. Before people get clean water in Africa, they're going to have fast internet. Thanks to Elon Musk and his game. It's kind of interesting.
Hello, I'm Martin Sheen. You know, it's been 40 years since some concerned scientists started talking about environmental threats to our planet. Unfortunately, a number of those predictions are now becoming realities. The lack of fresh water in the normally arid parts of the world are now causing devastating famines as the world's 6 billion people stretch the Earth's capabilities. But some of the people who talked about these environmental threats are doing something about them. And I'd like you to see what they've done in the small East African nation of Eritrea, using pure seawater to grow food for people and animals, and through that effort put hundreds of developing world citizens to work. As you watch this incredible story unfold, just imagine it happening in thousands of other places, from the Red Sea to other coasts of Africa, to India and Asia, to Mexico, where it's already begun, and on to South America, a project for the whole world.
Right now, millions of people are not having access to enough food. Every day, each person needs about 2,100 kilocalories, and they're not getting anywhere close to that. People say every 4 or 5 years there's going to be another serious drought. It's how Eritrea is able to handle the drought and respond to it that's going to matter.
It is a mere dot, a blur on a spinning globe. A drought-ridden North African country, only slightly larger than the state of Pennsylvania, its coastline lying parched against the Red Sea.
The coasts of Eritrea are the origin of human being. From these places, from these coasts, humanity emigrated all over the world. Everybody has his root in this place.
Although its roots are ancient, Eritrea is the youngest nation on the African continent. Revolution has marred its history. A long, bitter war for independence has scarred its landscape. But there is a new revolution underway, one that has nothing to do with guns and tanks. It is a surging revolution, aimed at claiming freedom from the relentless drought that drains the nation's resources and saps the energy of its people.
Hello there. How are you? All these beautiful young children depend on goat milk, camel milk, and they normally depend on a little bit of grain. They grow maize, corn, and another year you could see it growing here. This year, zero, nada, because of no rain.
It is here on the Red Sea near the port city of Massawa that the war against drought is taking root. This new revolution has replaced guns and tanks with technology and human resolve. Seawater Farms Eritrea and the Desert Development Foundation have joined together with international investors and the government of Eritrea to establish the world's first commercial seawater farm. It has created jobs for over 400 Eritreans and also serves as a laboratory for marine biology students from the University of Asmara.
It's been tough at times.
Carl Hodges is the founding director. An atmospheric physicist and former director of the Environmental Research Lab at the University of Arizona, Hodges believes that growing seawater-loving plants in desert areas could have a profound effect on Eritrea's future.
This technology, seawater agriculture, when it's finally in all of its glory with maybe 20 or 30 agronomic crops, with a whole spectrum of aquatic animals, will eliminate the possibility of famine in Eritrea forever. It will be gone. And in fact, it will make Eritrea an exporter of food. So it has tremendous potential.
I like that last one the best. The Eritrea saltwater thing. It's really amazing. Like, I wonder what's going to happen after Elon Musk has done all his amazing duties, because the next idealist has to make the deserts bloom, because the greenhouse effect is here for like centuries. It's not like a little thing that can be dealt with quickly. It's like ongoing and quite fast. Quite a lot of stuff has to be dealt with. But I think seawater farming is really cool, and that those two videos make it prove it's possible in two different ways.